everyone, welcome to my channel Rereads, and I'm bringing you the Disney Princess book tag. This tag was created by Turtle Sympathy, and I will link his video down below in the down below box, whatever you call it, and go over it and watch his videos and subscribe, because it's always good to promote other booktubers. Anyway, this tag had two parts to it. One was to recommend the Disney Princess as a book, or you got a list of princesses and some prompts that you had to, find a book for. I chose option 1. So, first question is, the first princesses are Anna and Elsa, a book involving siblings. I chose Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I don't have the book physically to show you, but I will try and post a picture where my finger is. Hello, finger. I chose Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe because it is about siblings. There's two brothers, two sisters, obviously called Peter, Edmund, Susan and Lucy, and they find Narnia, and that is just a great book about their relationship as brothers and sisters, and all through that series really, and how they, their family bond, because they introduce their cousin later in the book series. But I do love The Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, and that's a great book about siblings. Number 2, Rapunzel, a book that made you emotional. The book that made me emotional is The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. I could not stop crying at certain parts of this book. If you've read this, you will understand. I first read this, I borrowed it from my grandparents. When I first read it, I cried, I needed tissues. It is the most emotional charged book ever. I love it, and I'm hoping to reread it at some point later in the year. Merida, a book, Merida, or Madeira, like I call her, because I think she sounds like the cake. Merida, a book featuring a female warrior. I don't really have many books with female warriors in, so I have chosen A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I think most of the females in this book have to be warriors to survive anything in this world series. Yes. But most of the females in this book are warrior, have to be warrior type people to be able to survive in this cutthroat world of men, dragons, and everything else in between. So yes, A Game of Thrones. Tiana, from The Princess and the Frog, a book that features realistic struggles. I've chosen Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. Pip's struggles are very realistic and are very true to modern times as well. He's poor, he wants to, better himself in London, he gets an anonymous benefactor, he falls in love, he gets his heart torn out, basically, from what I read in school. And yeah, it's a very realistic struggle that he goes through in this book. And I just love the cover too. Love this cover. Next princess is Belle from Beauty and the Beast, a literary book or classic. I chose Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I love Jane Eyre. I think she, to be honest, relates well to Belle's character as well, because she loves books and stuff like that, and she meets a sort of, Mr. Rochester can be a bit beastly as well, so I think there's hints in this story, even though this was written ages, I think there are hints of Beauty and the Beast in this story. Pretty woman falls for falls for a rugged, mysterious, has a dark past sort of man, which he can be quite, beastly, and Jane Eyre just shows him probably a better way to live his life. So yes, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Again, I love this cover. Pocahontas, a nature-themed book or book by a naturalist. Naturalist, nature. I can't get them mixed up. Sorry if I offend people in this tag. I really do. I can't pronounce words. properly. Don't really have many books that involve, well, I do, books that involve nature. I have got a book, and I've chosen The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett, because there's a lovely garden in this book that they discover, and that's like nature and trees and beautiful things. And it's been ages since I've read this book. I really like this edition because it does actually, I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting, but it does actually have a garden gate on it as well. Jasmine, a book about the desire to be free. I've chosen Inkheart because I do believe the mother is prisoner in this book, and her desire is to be free of this, you know, of her captors and things like that. And yes, I've chosen this book. That's why I've chosen it, Inkheart. I don't know how. I haven't read it, so I've watched the film, so I presume that, you know, that's what she wants. Freedom. Next book is Mulan, a book featuring war or battles. I don't have the book on me, but I've chosen Lord of the Rings because they have pretty epic battles in that book. Oh, to live in Middle-earth and have those fantastic battles with orcs and loads of creepy, scary people. I would love, yes, Lord of the Rings because of the fantastic battles and everything else. I'll put a picture where my finger is, hopefully you'll be able to see it. Ariel, a book featuring curiosity or learning. I've chosen The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. I think this book features curiosity and learning really well through Mowgli, you know, being raised by wolves, encountering creatures that you know, growing up, like tigers, snakes, exploring your environment and things like that, and being raised by animals instead of humans, and then discovering, you know, people for the first time and learning and things like that. So yes, The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling for that one. 10. Cinderella, a book featuring manual labour. I've chosen Oliver Twist because we find Oliver in the poorhouse, working, and, you know, things like that. I also think this is a Cinderella telling, Oliver being Cinderella, working, then finding out that, then, you know, getting caught and then being taken in by a rich guy, you know, a rich family, living in the lap of luxury, then having to go back, and then, you know, this book has some Cinderella themes in this book. Yes, and it does feature a lot of manual working, which Charles Dickens wrote about in the time to try, you know, and trying to get people to think again about child workers at the time it was written. So yes, Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. Sleeping Beauty, a book featuring sleep. I've chosen the retelling of Sleeping Beauty, and that is Briar Rose by Jana Oliver. It's basically a retelling of Sleeping Beauty, and she sleeps in this book, obviously. I don't know if this is cheating or not, but yes, Briar Rose by Jana Oliver. She sleeps in this book. Hopefully there'll be more books out like this, because I'm really looking forward to reading this. 12. Snow White, a book featuring one of the 7 deadly sins. I chose Lust because I know I have the series. Not really omitting anything here. I've chosen the 50 Shades of Grey series for Lust. I think that explains my choice for that one. Bonus princesses. We're going on to Meg from Hercules, basically. A book featuring Greek mythology. I think everybody's done this. It was between the Iliad and I'm chosen Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. It's got Greek stuff in it, Greek myths and Greek legends. I'm looking forward to reading this and the whole series. I'm going to start like next year. I love this blue, and then I'm going to just buy the series because I really think I'm going to enjoy this. I love anything about Greek mythology and stuff like that, and oh, I can't wait. I just can't wait to read this. 14. Alice. A book featuring nonsense or a book featuring unusual other worlds? I could have chosen Alice in Wonderland, but I didn't. I chose Jonathan Swift, Gulliver's Travels. This is pretty weird book where, you know, with Gulliver and his struggle, stuff like that. He meets weird people. He just has a weird experience in this book. I personally think that's my opinion. But yes, I've chosen Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift. Next book. Now we go on to Animal Princesses, and number 15 is Maid Marian, a book with a canine. Chosen Marley and Me. It's a true story. There's a film of it, and it's got a dog in it called Marley. I'm looking forward to reading this. It's by John Grogan, and I think I'm going to cry. I haven't read it yet, but I think I'm going to cry. But yeah, Marley and Me by John Grogan. And last but not least, Nala from The Lion King, a book with a feline in it, feline cat. Meow. I've chosen my favourite book, my favourite children's book of all time, read it at school, and that is The Butterfly Lion by Michael Morpurgo, because it features a lion cub. And look how cute that lion cub is. Look how cute that is. This is self-explanatory. It's about an orphan lion that this boy called Bertie adopts. He adopts this lion, and they have a friendship. A friendship is formed in this book. That was the Disney Princess book tag. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun making it. I'm going to be filming every day this week, so I'll be putting another video up on tomorrow, Tuesday, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.